Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. All right, let's see what Detroit has coming up. On Wednesday, they're off to Toronto to face off with the Raptors. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Now let's check out the starters for the Detroit Pistons. Ivy and Thompson are the 2 and the 3. Harris and Duren together in the middle. And it's Cunningham in at the 1. And for Charlotte, Knipple and Miller on the wings. Bridges at the 4 with Plumlee at center. And it's Ball in at the point. Well, 2 of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, B.A., but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
LaMelo Ball able off the dribble to get into that jumper so fluidly there.
Pass to Cunningham. 6 to shoot. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Yeah, I just love how Cunningham alters his pace to get what he wants.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Guys, back over to you.
Allie, thank you. And when it comes to adding sizzle to the steak, just watch LaMelo Ball, Doris.
I love that, B.A. Certainly, entertainment is a big aspect of this young man's game. The fancy dribbling, the no-look passes, the range on his three-point shooting. He alone can be worth the price of a ticket.
Now here's Ball. Against Atlanta, he was really on his game. Over Cunningham. And Ball with a basket. The assist from Knipple. Ball's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Yeah, nice pass. Knipple with the high basketball IQ. He just knows how to generate offense.
Duren with a screen on Ball. Cunningham passes to Duren. Ivy outside. There's the 3. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Tries again. Hornets with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Detroit, where they were able to handle the Pistons.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Here's Ivy, following the bucket by the Hornets. Here's Duren. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
Goes up on the wing. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Ball's got 6 points.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Charlotte on top, leading by just 2. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. Taking a look at the Hornets' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second. Drew Holiday out there with Karis LeVert. Then it's Green. Then there's Holland. And it's Stewart in at the 5. And the stats for Drew Holiday only tell half the story, Doris.
Yeah, they may not even tell half the story. Drew Holiday is one of the most unique and gifted defensive players we've ever seen. Make him check 1 through 5, he can do all that. Change the game with his defensive ability, he can do that. This guy is special.
And it's the Hornets with the ball, following the score by Detroit. Yep, that one goes.
This guy has got a variety of scoring moves. Colin Sexton keeps the opposition guessing.
Outside, Green. From outside, off the mark. Hornets leading by 4. The 3, James nails it from 3.
Some shooters might overthink a wide-open shot. Not this guy.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
So for the Hornets, Brandon Miller's checked in for Diabate. Knipple comes in for James. And it's Ball in for Sexton. A big group substitution here for Detroit. Tobias Harris checked in for Holland. Thompson comes in for Green. Ivy's checked in for LeVert. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Drew Holiday. Here's Ball, following the score by Detroit. Over Cunningham. Ball no good.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
Duran, he's checked in for Stewart. .114 left to play in the first half of basketball. Ball against Cunningham. 5 on the clock. Over Ball. And it's Cunningham missing. Hornets leading by 5. Pass to Bridges. Fires for 3. And Charlotte another 3.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Duran, the pass to Harris. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Duran with a steal. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Pass to Ivy. Here's the 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. It's Bridges on the wing. 3-pointer. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Now Cunningham. A deep 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. That'll do it for the first half. Hornets out in front, leading by 9. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hello and welcome, basketball fans. The first half coming to an end with a deficit for the Detroit Pistons.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You're like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. And during that first half of play, these two leading the way for their respective teams.
These two guys have been very competitive with one another. Fans are getting their money's worth right now.
That said, I feel like the guy who can incorporate his teammates in the second half, he's got the best chance to walk away with the W.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Well, you look at Miles Bridges. Man, has he been playing well.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Well, when we talk about what it takes to win a championship, star power is often the first thing mentioned, Doris.
Well, B.A., we know that talent is what wins basketball games at any level. There's no question. You need one star, and more often than that, at least another. But really, overall roster construction is critical.
Bridges at the 4 with Plumlee at center. Ball is joined in the backcourt by Knipple, and it's Miller in at the 3. So that's who Charles Lee starts in the second half. And here's Charlotte now, following the score by Detroit. From the arc, LaMelo knocks down the long one.
Wow, LaMelo is always a tough matchup, but tonight almost impossible.
Now here's Cunningham. Give him 8. For 3, here's Harris. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists now in this one. And timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And a check on the league leaders now with the top shooting teams over the previous 10. Number 1, Charlotte.
Boy, they've been hot. You love to see this kind of offensive execution.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Bridges, and another basket for Charlotte.
I'll tell you exactly the start to this half that you're looking for. He's taken 3 shots. He's made 3 shots.
Pass to Thompson. Harris outside. And here's Ivy. Yet to see a basket. Shot clock at 6. And it's Cunningham missing. Charlotte leading by 12. Fires from the wing. And Ball gets it to go.
Well, guys love to score. But the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Sexton's checked in for Charlotte. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Holiday is checked in. Thompson outside. 1:05 left in the third quarter. And it's Harris. That time on the assist by Thompson. Harris has got 5 points in the quarter.
In so many ways, Harris can beat you. He has the size and skill to score from all 3 levels.
Pistons trail by 12. The rebound by Bridges. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They host the Hawks after this one, and that'll be their second of 4 total games at home. No good. His first miss. He's 5 for 6 now. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harris, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Harris has got 11.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Here's Ball. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Well, you can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
Pass to Ivy. And here is Thompson. Now here's Harris. He's guarded by Bridges. And here's Ivy from the arc. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Ivy's got his first 3 points of the game. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be right back after this word. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Setting the floor for the Pistons. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Cade and Ivy, they're the backcourt. And it's Duren in at the center position. Now here's Cunningham. Oh, the long ball, no good.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Takes a three. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Oh, the drop pass, and he dunks it down.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Here's Knipple. Here's Plumlee. Can't hit it.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Bucket is good.
A sharp shooter from the mid-range. Cunningham doesn't need much room to feel comfortable firing away.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's Thompson. Cunningham! Shot's no good. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Boy, confidence right there. The pull-up jump shot is on time for Brandon Miller.
Cunningham looking it over. Stretching out the D. Cunningham!
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
You know, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities. Corralling defensive rebounds, such a critical aspect of your defense. Nice work.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Hornets.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And when we look at their records, this game pushes them to 49 wins.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for LaMelo Ball.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense. Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Ooh, using two hands to power it down. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
Cash!
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Oh, the shot is off. And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, B.A., they should really stick with what they've been doing.
James. Harris there for the rebound. And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris